Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
14, run it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, it's Williams. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
This is screen to Abdullah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. The 20, 10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make it 13-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
14.
To throw is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Gordon on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One left. Zebra. Hey, alert.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Wilson going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr. He hits Adams complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one's high, but not very far. That'll That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escapes the sack. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Carr. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They give it to Williams, running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now we give up the middle to Williams. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The Carr's throw complete to Hollins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A give to Williams, running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. This a screen to Abdullah. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Through an opening, and there he goes. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr to throw. Gets this to Waller, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing his car. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson wants to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.